me. Coffee. Hello, hi YouTube. Hello TikTok. How are you guys doing? Today we are doing our usual Q&A every day, Monday. Actually, not every day now. I'm so used to saying everyday videos, but now that we changed our schedule, it's actually videos only Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Yesterday we did have a new moon, which I want to talk about and start that off because that was amazing. If anyone attended the new moon meditation, loved it. It was so good. It was so good. And I'm so happy that we got to do it. It was so awesome. Happy after new moon. How is everyone feeling? I am feeling so energized. I am feeling so good. Hello, Blanca. I'm feeling so amazing. Like I'm feeling like just ready. Are you ready? Like I feel like there's like a fresh energy of prana coming through. You know what I'm saying? Like fresh energy. So that's how I'm feeling after the new moon. The new moon circle was beautiful. We had it live for those who didn't know. Hey, Faith. Hey, Melia. Who didn't know, we had it on YouTube live yesterday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. It was insane. It was amazing. So much love, so much intention. I felt your energy through it. You guys just did so well. And it was fantastic. I had such an amazing time. So I just want to put that out for you guys. How are you feeling after the new moon? Like what energies came through? If you want to share some of your experiences through the new moon. Hi, Mark. Hey, Jordan. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'm going to answer questions in a bit, guys. We're just going to get into just how everyone's doing. Hey, Mila. Love you too. But yeah, how is everyone feeling? Feel free to share your experiences. For me, it was a lot of releasing. I actually ended up doing 3 meditations yesterday, including the one that I did with you guys as a collective. And it was just so powerful. I truly felt this unconditional love that I transferred to you guys during the new moon, sending you that Reiki energy and that light energy, that prana. And I felt that a lot of you shifted a lot during that time. You're going to continue to shift throughout the next week with the energy still moving its way throughout. So I'm so happy. Awesome. My band got a label. Oh, that's so amazing, Mark. You've been working so hard. Congrats. Love and light to you. That's amazing. See, these are the things that I love. Stories, success stories from you. I just love it. Yes. I love it. That's amazing. That's so exciting. Light and love to you, Mark, and everyone. That's amazing. But yeah, I'm feeling super good. I just took a shower. So for those who are like complimenting how I'm like energized right now, I feel good. I just cleanse. I put intention, which is a little hint for today's video on the things that I do every single day to manifest every single day. There are 3 things that I do like to the T every day that has allowed me to really heighten my vibration and just speak into existence and all these other barriers that we tend to have when we're manifesting. So if for TikTok, guys, go on YouTube. It's going to be at 2:30 p.m. YouTube, you guys know the routine, 2:30 p.m. Usual videos, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Sometimes Sundays, like it depends on my day. If I feel channeled to, I will do that. I feel like Sundays is a good time to like start your week, you know? So it's been great. I'm just reading your comments, guys. Feel free TikTok as well to be part of this. I feel great. Received a breakthrough for the Reiki meditation. Yes, Faith. I love that. I hope it was the breakthrough that you needed in order for the next step. And I'm sure it is. I trust the universe did. That's amazing. I'm so happy it's my B-day and I'm having the worst day ever. That's okay. Change your perspective. You're having the best day ever. Change it around, right? 1 thing, 2 things, whatever it is, does not define the rest of your day to be bad. Shift your energy, honey. Shift it. You got to shift it, soul. You got this. I love that. I love the fact that you guys are all just so good energy. Just good energy. I love this. Okay, so we said, yes, loving your videos. Your energy is so good. Thanks, Matthew. Awesome. Okay, guys, so we're going to start the Q&A questions. For all those that want a card being pulled, you know the drill. Donate to the super chat, and I will pull a card for your intention or question either from this deck or the angel card deck. So either or. This is on YouTube. Hey, Crystal. This is on YouTube. You have a few spots left for the new moon, like private card readings. I've gotten a lot of people booking. So if you are interested, message me on Instagram, ASAP, because like I have no room. I barely have room, guys, but I really know a lot of you feel called to. I love connecting with you. The matter that like I go on a reading and you guys are like, oh, I'm on your YouTube family. I'm like, that's amazing. So just wanted to let you guys know that if you feel called to, you can feel free to message me on Instagram. Okay. So super, super excited. Okay. Let's get into it. I feel better. I messaged you on IG. Awesome, Blanca. I'll go check it out. Going through my DMs slowly. I know a lot of you guys are messaging me. Let's ask the first question. So Matthew asked, hey, I've watched your 369 method video and I'm kind of confused with something. Can you help me? Yes. So how many times I have to write the sentence? You're writing the sentence every step. So guys, if you haven't checked out the video on my 369, the specific technique, go check it out. I actually have a playlist for you guys with 14 videos, I think. I ended up doing on 369. I know a lot of you do love that technique, so go check that out. I go over how many times. In total, you're doing it 18 times a day, writing down this affirmation. People have been also asking me, Shika, do I do this every single day? Yes, you do it every single day. The reason why is because that's the purpose of the 369. That's why it's so effective. You know, you are putting that into practice. And I talk a lot about that in today's video at 2:30, like how I put manifestation into practice every single day, not just when I want to manifest something, but like continuously. I put gratitude, I put all these things into my everyday, and there are certain steps that you can do in order to manifest something every single day into your life. So those are kind of the beauty of the 369. It really hits the core aspects of how to manifest effectively. Let's see if there's any other questions. If you guys have other questions, let me know. I'm having trouble making my manifestation come true. I'm constantly thinking about it, but I don't know how to change it. So one of the biggest things that I actually talked to one of my spiritual soul sisters in this community, I love her. She does past life regression and shadow work. Amazing soul. She's been doing it for years. And we were discussing about the fact that so many of us, including myself, love to manifest things. We like to bring things into our life. We like to create a different reality or to shift our energy, right? We want to control that and be able to understand that we have the power in order to do that, right? So I told her that one of the things that I've noticed that I really want to put intentionally going into September with content is teaching you guys a little bit about shadow work, because there is something so important to talk about, crucial and imperative, if we will, all these words, but it's really coming into making sure that you have the energy to manifest the things that you want in your life. Specific person, a boyfriend, an ex, money, like anything that you want in your life, it comes down to, on the basis before manifesting, your vibration. So when you are manifesting something and it's not working, what that's telling me is, am I connected to manifesting that specific thing? Have I done any shadow work since I came into this earth, since having this human experience, right? If we have all this energy built up and held in for so long, and we're not allowing ourselves to release it, let it go, what's going to happen is we're going to end up having moments where we feel that we can't manifest, or we're going to have self-doubt, right? We've all had it. I've had it too, where there are times where I'm manifesting, everything's great, and then all of a sudden I go down that dark hole of negativity and self-doubt, and I'm wondering, why is that happening? It all comes down to, am I believing into my manifestation, or have I done the inner work? Is there an emotion that I'm triggering that is allowing me to not fully believe that I have the ability and the tools in order to manifest into existence? So one of the biggest things I say is, like, if you've been manifesting this for a while and you still aren't seeing any heightened vibration of believing in the existence of the manifestation, or something going towards it, something needs to change. You need to change your energy. You need to change Why are you showing up for yourself every single day? Scripting, do the 369, do the 555, connecting with your angels, your guides intentionally and energetically with good intention, but also with intention of understanding what you're doing with that energy. When we can do that on a daily basis, we will be able to manifest every single day. And this was something that took me a while to understand. This is something that I know a lot of you, including myself, like it takes time. It takes time to adjust and to understand that is super important. So I just want to let you guys know that, because I've been getting a lot of questions about Shika. I want to manifest. Shika, I want to do all these things, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know why. It's been 2 months, it's been 2 weeks, it's been X, Y amount of time, and I haven't been able to, right? And I also mentioned a lot about time, right? The beauty of time. How do we respect time in the sense of understanding with manifestation, there is no such thing as time. You can manifest something today and have it the same day, the same hour, the same second. But on the basis of understanding how much of the stuff that you are manifesting is aligned with what you should be, and do you have room in your life to accept it and to keep it in your life, right? So these are just like little nimbits of what I'm talking about manifesting and how to manifest quickly, how to expand as a conscious being in your journey as a spiritual person. Because I know a lot of you guys are probably just getting into it, or you've been doing it for a while. Whatever stage you are in your journey, we all have to understand that the ability to grow in that journey all comes down to advancing ourselves, advancing our energy. When we do that, everything is clear. We understand our manifestations. We understand our intentions more. So I hope that helps. And I really hope that helps you a lot. Okay. So if I want to manifest one day, how would I do it? So you can manifest any single day you want. I'm actually have a video, Mela, today on how I manifest things every single day using 3 manifestation techniques that I do every day. So check out that video. I think that's going to help you out a lot. DMs, guys, I'm going through them slowly, so you have to be patient with me if I'm not going through them. I'm getting DMs all the time from a lot of people, including my own mentees, right? So I have to go through it bit by bit, and I also want to make sure I'm being attended of your attention. Usually, if I can't answer, I will answer them here on the Q&A, and I'll whip out the questions, and I'll be like, okay, and I'll message you, I'll DM you and say, today's live, I'm answering your questions so you know, and then these lives are accessible to you. So please be patient with the answers. Like I said, this is the place where you can ask me a question. That's why I do the lives 3 times a week. That's 3 times a week that you have an opportunity for us to connect, for us to grow together, but also to ask me questions along the way so I can really help you and give you quick answers while we're live. So that's just a little thing I wanted to share. And see, they just says, will the person I manifested come back into my life? Yeah, sure. I can pull out a card for you for that intention. Anyone else who wants a card pull, just donate to the super chat on YouTube and I will pull a card for you. Anything you feel called to. Okay, so you have a lot of cards pulling out, and I see a lot of soul patterns coming out for you, NC They, on that question. So the first card that came out is breaking, and they were all stuck together. Usually I pull 1 card, but if, universe gives me 3, I pull out 3. And they all are aligned. So ancestral patterns, I feel like your connection, maybe obsession is the word, of you wanting this person to come back is taking you away from the overall macro perspective of what universe wants you to know. And it's really rewriting your patterns and why that relationship ended. Why did it end? Did you heal from it? Did you forgive one another? Have you done the inner work for that? And the reason why I say that is because you're saying releasing soul patterns. This is a soul pattern. This aspect that the person left your life in this lifetime has happened before. And there's a lesson that needs to be learned from this that is more than just this relationship and this person coming into your life. The last thing is trusting your niggling feeling. So what is your gut telling you about when you manifest this person? When you state your affirmation, when you're doing your manifestation, techniques, what does your gut tell you? Because that's going to align you to let you know what is the next thing that you have to do internally in order for you to learn and to eventually allow any person that you want to manifest come into your life. So there's a bigger healing purpose here and a bigger healing space. Yeah, so NC Day, because you haven't healed yet, it's going to be harder to manifest. I can't stress enough. If you are a wounded person, we go through this phrase that we talk about in the spiritual world called a wounded healer. And what that means is someone who's a light worker who's still wounded a lot, but they are working through it, but they're also getting to a point where they aren't able to create their own abundance within their own space. And I'm learning this a lot. I currently have been really expanding my gifts. And this is one thing that I'm really understanding and meditating on is like how, as wounded healers or wounded souls, how can we manifest in our life when we have not healed yet? And that's a deep question. That's a very, very deep question. I actually have this very exciting announcement to share with you guys coming up in September. So make sure you're subscribed. But I'm going to be deep diving into that a little bit more because, we still want things in our life, but how do we balance between healing energetically and also manifesting what we're meant to do, right? And I think it's just so important as conscious souls, as beings, we need to understand and to respect that as much as possible. And I do feel, speaking to you, NC Day, that your heart is still not fully healed. There's grief in there. There's still pain there. You need to let it go. And if this is resonating, if this reading resonated to anyone, this is speaking to you as well. This is speaking to your soul. Healing's hard. It's never easy. Yes, you mentioned that. I didn't even look at that. It's hard. It's never easy. But if it was easy, would that be your soul contract? No, it wouldn't, right? It's an opportunity out of free will. If you want to get past this, heal from this, and then be able to manifest anyone that you truly desire and want with intention and with love and not pain. So that's your card reading that I pulled out for you. I feel like it's so on point. Anyone else want a card pull or questions? Anyone else have questions about manifestation, law of attraction? Maybe you DM'd me and you want to get an answer right now. This is the time, guys. I love answering questions. Ooh, feeling a little bit of a chest there. But yeah, and NC, they just said that. Thank you so much. That pulled the card. That helped me so much. I'm super happy to help that. That's amazing. Volt, if you want a card pull, you can donate whatever you feel called to the super chat on YouTube, and then I will pull a card for you. You can either ask a question or just have a card of the day, and I can pull one out. Okay, so I can listen to frequencies to heal. Yes, you can listen to frequencies, but when you really truly heal for shadow work, the best way of explaining to it is going back to that first initial feeling that you experience every time you think about that grief or that pain and healing that, right? Because a lot of our experience, a lot of our beliefs, a lot of our perspectives are taught to us. They are all taught to us. When we come into this world, we have some soul knowledge, and, our soul is more advanced and knowledgeable than we are as beings. But we also have, our life of that experience in that body through a different perspective, right? So we need to understand that sometimes we are taught or in the wrong environment or things like that happen that can really hurt us long-term because we've never had the opportunity to release. Think about it, guys. Like, we are in a generation today that, meditations is a thing. Generations before that wasn't a thing. Like our parents' generations and years before that wasn't a thing. We're in a generation today where we can actually talk about our feelings or depression or anxiety, and there are people there that can help us out. That's one of the reasons why I made this space, is to make you a conscious spiritual being, but also to have support, to feel like you're part of something, a community, if you don't have someone that you can talk to. This is something that I really want to share with you guys because, again, healing is a continuous journey as much as our life is, right? We're never going to be done it. We're going to always have things to heal. We have to be patient. We have to understand. We also have to reward ourselves to understand the amount of work that we have done so far, right? So I hope that resonates with you. Hey, does my crush love me back or think about me? So Harry, that's a question you would have to ask yourself, right? If you want a card reading, you can always go on the YouTube and shadow work. Sorry, internet's disconnecting. 1 second, guys. 1 second, TikTok. Okay, we're back. Sorry, guys, it disconnected for a second. So your question on what do you do after shadow work? Shadow work is continuous. Guys, like what happened when I went through my traumatic experience was 7 years ago, right? But I went through trauma throughout my whole life. We all go through experiences where we feel bullied, sad, in pain. Do we release them? Not all of us. We just kind of subside it, right? But it's still in our subconscious. So when we do shadow work, it's an opportunity to integrate your energy. So reintegrate, learn from what you've released, accept it, and then after removing limiting beliefs, it's now time to add new beliefs that can really serve you, that are going to allow you to expand as a conscious being. I go over that in my mentoring a lot. Like one of the things that I do with my mentees is after I've done deep energy clearings and healings and understanding their soul and their akashka, like all these things about their deep life soul patterns and what they've experienced, then we get into the intensive, what do I do now? I feel so empty, felt like I released. It's like an empty house that you just moved into. You start to add new furniture. You start to create it and make it your home. You start to feel comfortable in your new being, your upgraded version of yourself. So that's the next step of shadow work once you've done that. And then you'll get to a point where you have to do more shadow work because you find things. It's all about shadow work, reintegrating, accepting, shadow work, reintegrating, accepting. That's really the easiest way of explaining it in a short little snippet, but that's really what you want to do once you're starting to grow. Belanca, I'll answer in a second. Thank you so much for donating. What method do you think is most powerful? That is up to you, whatever method is best suited to allow you to fall into existence, right? Of your manifestation. For some people, it's scripting. There are so many, and my YouTube channel has a lot of them, guys, and also on TikTok, but it really comes down to you, right? You have to be able to help and expect and expand yourself the best way that you can. And if you've been doing a technique for months and it's still not working, then most likely it's not the most effective one. The best way of doing it is if it's allowing you to get a heightened vibration, the most you've ever felt, then the most likely it's going to be a really, really powerful manifestation technique for you. Can you still manifest if you haven't done shadow work? Yes. However, there's the question of two things. Will you be able to hold those manifestations in your life depending on your energy? And also it might take you a little bit longer to manifest. So when I was going through my business and I was going through pain and I was still going through traumas and shakes from my energy and just like releasing, what happened is I wouldn't have the full energy to do my mentor. I wouldn't have the full energy to do all these things in my life. And in doing that, I actually ended up having this cycle where I can only get up to here. It's like every time I would get something, I would go back. I would get something and go back, right? And we've all felt that experience. It's like we can never hit that threshold. That's what shadow work does. It allows you to give you room in your life energetically so you can hit that threshold. So hopefully that helps, Juliet. I'm going to do a card reading for Belanca, and then we're going to do some questions on TikTok because I have a few questions coming in. So Belanca, will my ex feel me manifest him? We don't speak. Oh, excuse me. So I think this is more of a question about you, Belanca. This is what I'm feeling. So Lemuria is saying creating a new heaven on earth, if you will, or a new energy, a new space, right? And Lemuria is such a great story. I don't know if you've heard of it, but excuse me, it's almost like the lost city. It's a beautiful story, and there's a few of us that are from there. I believe my soul is partially from Lemuria. But besides the fact, what I feel here with you, Belanca, is it's really coming through to understanding, how this is happening and why it's happening so quickly. So ask yourself right now, what's going on? So we don't speak anymore. What does that tell you? If you have cut off the connection of someone, what is that telling you about yourself, right? This is either an opportunity for you to do healing regardless, or to figure out how important is this person in your life? Why is this person needed? And another thing too is to tell yourself that you've been training for this for a lifetime. You releasing the experiences that you guys had, the negativity, whatever has hindered your relationship, a fight, whatever your last connection of interaction or discussion, you need to know that you can still get through this. But I do see that and feel that it's more of a healing right now. Once you've healed, then you're going to be able to decide, do I even want to have this person in my life again, or will there be someone even better around the corner for me? So that's my card pull for you. Belanca, let me know if that resonates. I'm going to pull some questions here. So, but I don't really have any traumas in my past. I grew confident and feel so much happier. It doesn't matter if you don't have traumas. Everyone has to do shadow work. If every person in the world were to do shadow work once in their life, we would have a much healthier world, but you would be much happier too. It could be as small as the time that someone said that you couldn't have that candy because it was mine, as a kid. And then all of a sudden that trickled into other limiting beliefs. Every single moment, experience happens for a reason in our life. And the way that we react to it can cause us to actually create limiting perspectives, beliefs, perceptions on our life and on that specific thing and energy. So a lot of people always say, Shika, I wouldn't want to do shadow work because I had a great life. I was a happy kid. Yeah, but that's just a part of your life. You're always going to need to expand. And that's something that I always question. Then why would you not want to have a happier life than you have today? Why wouldn't you want to have a more peaceful life, right? Where you actually just understand that you can just be. If you can't just be right now, and that to you is unsettling, of being accepting with every single situation that emotionally that comes into your life, happy, sad, angry, whatever, and still have the same reaction, then there is still shadow work that needs to be done. Because shadow work is understanding that we are just a thing. We are just a being, right? It's understanding that there's more to this universe than ourselves. There's more to this universe of who we are than just what beats the eye. And if you aren't able to deepen into that, then it makes it harder to understand how you can react and what are the issues if you can't manifest something, right? Well, as soon as I notice I can't manifest something, I get a download right away why I'm not able to manifest, right? And that's because I've done shadow work. I've allowed myself to have a direct, basically speed dial to universe saying, hey, this manifestation's not working. What's going on? And then they can tell me right away. So that's what I want you guys to get to that point. So then if that manifestation is coming right now, or is it supposed to come 3 years from now? Or do I need to do something beforehand? Right? So it's all about understanding and transitioning. So here or anyone else, if you feel like you have had a happy life or there was nothing traumatic, doesn't mean that you don't need to discredit shadow work. Shadow work is always going to be helpful for everyone in this world. So I'm going to answer some questions on YouTube. Why aren't my manifestations coming? So again, like I mentioned before, it comes down to understanding how are you connected to the manifestation, and really, where does that come from? Where is your energy going from? Where is your energy in general? How is your energy in general? What is the reasoning and your intention for that manifestation? These are all things to consider. Okay, I'm going to answer some more questions. Oh, thanks, Pale Lily. I'm super happy. Do you know how to manifest or to become good at a subject like math or for me? Yes, 100%. So focusing on understanding what's your definition of being good at a subject or to ace a class, right? Because for some people that is defined completely different. Hey, Lizzie, that is defined completely different, right? So ask yourself, what does it mean to ace a math class? And actually bring in that energy and that emotion of how does it feel to you acing that math class and why you want to ace it, right? And it's removing any negativity of thinking that you can't pass that math test and defining of what a successful student is to you. So I think that's one of the first things I would probably consider. So I'm having a lot of anxiety and I feel like as though the meditations isn't helping me. Do you have any advice? Yes. When someone tells me that, the first thing I think about is that you are uncomfortable with your own thoughts, right? What happens? You close your eyes, you start to calm down. Anxiety is thinking about all the things in the future and things that could go wrong, right? So when you bring yourself to remove all of those distractions, what happens? You're sitting with your emotion, right? And remember, emotions and everything is energetic, right? It's all within our body. It's all an energy. So when we release that, when we let that go, when we break that free, what happens? We end up being able to be comfortable with just observing our thoughts. Meditation is used in two ways, guys. So There's two ways of using it, souls. The first one is by observing our thoughts. The second way is to bring ourselves to a calm, right? So sometimes when I used to kind of suffer with anxiety, I would notice I would close my eyes and my mind would go crazy. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to think about this. And I just have like my heart would race because I was uncomfortable and I didn't understand that meditation is used for two things, right? So I can either ground myself, but if I have anxiety and I'm manifesting, how can I receive or ask source for receiving or put out that energy if my energy is not grounded itself? So I always say do a grounding meditation first. Grounding is the root chakra. That's going to be very helpful for you, Paige. And for anyone walking on the ground in the grass barefooted, feeling the earth, sitting under a tree is super grounding. Sorry, guys, that was my door. Sitting under a tree is super duper grounding. Those things are going to help you ground yourself, ground your energy, allow yourself to feel within the earth and feel connected to earth and Mother Earth and prana or source or spirit, whatever you call it, but feel connected and know that you are supported. You are supported and you are not in that mind of anxiety. That's my little snippet for you. Someone said scripting as if you were writing a letter to someone really is good. What do you think? That is what scripting is. It's writing a letter to yourself. It's essentially when you think about scripting, you are writing a letter to your higher self. What would my higher self do? What would my higher self be at? If I was doing this or if I had this money, which I do, what would I be doing? Explaining that scenario, feeling that, and that higher self is part of you. That's what allows you to be in existence, which I had that question. I'm going to do a TikTok on this because I had a question where someone said, hey, Shika, how do I stop overthinking and just actually believe that something's existed? By asking your higher self. I'm going to do a video on this because this is very important. Ask your higher self. That's so important. Hi, Adoregio. Oh, it's so nice to see you. It's so nice to see new faces too. Anyone new, let me know. Belanca, I have a video on what is shadow work and how to do it. So go check that out. It'll be very helpful for you. Skeptical person. I catch myself. Questions. Should I contact my ex or wait for me to keep manifesting? That's up to you. Like, it depends on the priority, right? Is contacting your ex important, or is focusing on what you want in your life more important? That's a decision you have to ask your higher self, right? Super happy to help, Paige. Erin, can you manifest someone from your dream? Yes, you can. By thinking about them, you're putting that energy, and welcome, Erin. We're bringing in that energy, right? So when we're dreaming about people, and I get this question about dreams because I'm someone that I see things. So for me, dreams is my space of collecting information, but also downloads and just understanding more of things to come in the future or things currently happening. So when we think about dreams can really allow us to understand where our thoughts are going in our subconscious. So if you're manifesting this person, then you're going to dream about them, right? Because you're putting a lot of your energy out there. If you're manifesting the fear of losing that person, then you're possibly going to dream that you lost that person. So remember that dreams can be a great indication sometimes of where our energy is and where we're thinking and how we are manifesting or putting that energy out to the universe. I manifest a marriage, a husband, and a child and a career. Got them. Amazing. But there is one thing I can't seem to manifest. What am I doing wrong? Are you putting gratitude into your space? This is so important. I see a lot of people manifesting things and then they get to a point where they're like, I can't manifest anymore. Well, were you grateful for every single thing that you manifested on a consistent basis? Think about it, guys. Like, everything that we have can be changed in seconds. In like literally in a second. Your family dynamic can change. Your job can change, your work can change. There's so many things in our life that can be shifted on such a fast pace that we need to understand that if we're manifesting anything, ask yourself, am I manifesting this energy and am I being grateful for it? Gratitude. For those who are grateful are the ones that continue to have more abundance in their life and expand, right? And that is super important. So another thing too is if you're still not able to manifest a specific thing, is there an emotional block or belief block there? So depending on what you're manifesting, there could be something, whether it's a soul contract, a past life, an experience, a karmic experience. There's so many things that taps into that. So I'm feeling that that might be something that you might want to look into, that might help you out. So great question. Lizzie just said, love your videos so much. I even bought a manifestation journal just because of you. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. Yeah, I think manifestation is just such a beautiful thing. And we have so much power within ourselves to manifest anything. And when we have a manifestation journal, it just makes such a big difference. Like me having my journal to write down, to keep track of my manifestation, to see what techniques are working for me, and also like where my energy is going. I think that's so important to consider. So I'm really happy that you were able to buy that, because that's going to help you a lot with your journey. Did you guys have any other questions, or anyone on YouTube want a card pull? Donate to the super chat, and then I can pull a card for you as well. I love chatting with you guys about this. I also want to mention, while everyone's like thinking of questions to ask, this coming up September, I have this very big initiative. And my initiative is to bring content to you all on the aspect of breakthroughs. And breakthroughs is a big thing that is coming in, and what I foresee for the rest of 2020. And a lot of you are already very, very different than you were at the beginning of January 2020. And it's understanding what is next. What do I have to work on? What do I have to put my energy in? But most importantly, where am I at in my spiritual journey, and where do I need to focus on, where it comes to manifestation, law of attraction, shadow work, energy healing, accepting ourselves, guilt, how I feel about myself when I look in the mirror, my weight, all these things that we've felt that has brought us to look deeper inner to ourselves, because of this whole experience of being at home. So I'm super excited. I think this will make and allow people to look forward to something, which I can't wait. And it's just going to be so amazing. I can't wait to share this amazing secret with you guys, and it will be announced in September. So I just want to share that with you guys. Does losing interest in a manifestation mean that it's coming your way? It means that you might not be interconnected, or you truly believe that the manifestation is coming to you. It could be either or. I've been manifesting my ex, and I keep having a dream of us together. Happy dreams. Our breakup was forced by COVID, and we were happy before. This dream is fine. Yes, dream is timing is huge, guys. So a lot of you that maybe had something abruptly that changed, it's for two reasons. Timing was an issue, or there was a better opportunity for you, which quarantine, COVID has caused you to now be like, okay, I need to figure out what's going on. I need to focus on me, and then I'll have to come back even 10 times better, right? So I think this is one thing that's super important. So I hope that helps you out, Stina. Oh, excuse me. Okay. DCCD channel. How can I make my manifestations faster or manifest faster? Your energy. It's all your energy. 100%. Put techniques aside, guys. It's your energy. And I'm going to be sharing that at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. Things that I do every single day that allows me to manifest. Manifestation techniques, if you will, or methods that allow me to manifest every day. And it all comes down to this. Like, if you want to manifest, hi, Brandon. Welcome to the community. If you want to manifest, it's all going to come down to you understanding that universe. Okay, let me just make sure I can break this down for you guys. Universe is us. You are universe. And what that means is that on the basis of understanding that if you are positive, universe is going to provide you positive manifestations. If you feel like you don't deserve that manifestation, universe is not going to allow you to hold that manifestation in your life. If you're sad and negative about your manifestation, universe is going to make you do a detour, and it's going to take a little bit longer for you to manifest that specific thing. So in turn, when people ask me the question, Shika, I just want to know the fastest way to manifest. I just want to know the fastest way to bring it into my life. The answer is all in frequency. What's your frequency at? You have to ask yourself and meditate on that first. Once you figure that out, you can find out what in my life or what is causing me in my environment, my relationships to affect my frequency, and then therefore not allowing me to advance myself on the cellular level and allow me to manifest anything and attract and become a super attractor and become a super manifester, right? So every time I get this question, I always I ask people, I'm like, what's your intention for asking that question? Because it always comes down, and I say this again with love, because I do truly feel that, manifesting changed for me a lot with how I was able to get my results. The moment that I understand that manifestation is energy as well. It's not a technique. We use that word because people are familiar with it. But technically, manifesting is allowing yourself to put all this energy in a specific pattern, which allows us to communicate in a different way to universe. So I hope that answers your question. Love it, love it, love it. Question. So we have, yes, I've been using this quarantine time to do self-work. Yes, I feel like everyone has, and it's so beautiful. Again, this year was supposed to happen. I tell this to everyone all the time. I remember coming up on November 2019, and I decided that I was going to stop posting on Instagram starting December. And the reason why is because I truly felt within my intuition that something was happening. I didn't know what it was. And I started talking to people in the spiritual community, and a lot of people always mentioned to me, Shika, something's coming up. What happened? January happened, spring came in 2 months later, and we were all asked to come inwards and stay at home. And I can't stress enough that universe does things for the best for us. So anything you have lost, you will gain 10 times more after this whole experience. And that's why this whole next rest of the year is all about breaking through. It's breaking through those patterns. It's asking yourself to pause out of the chaos of going to work and having a routine, and to actually sit with your emotions and actually sit more than you've ever had since you were born into this world, and to ask yourself, why am I experiencing this? What do I actually feel about my job? What do I actually think about that degree that I'm studying? What do I actually think about my husband and my wife, or my partner, or my boyfriend, or my girlfriend, or whoever it is, my significant other? How do I actually feel about where I am in my life? How do I feel about that trauma that happened 4 years ago and I never really got to process because no one understood what I was going through? All those things that we tend to just kind of push away, or, keep ourselves busy, the workaholic card that comes in, I think about. And it forces us to truly just tune in. So I want to ask you guys, and you can share if you'd wish too, have you tuned into yourself? And if you haven't, this month, this new moon we had yesterday, and the energy into retrograde is really telling us that this is all about long-term. This is about long-term breakthroughs. If you have been holding that resistance, you've been pushing back that fence, not wanting to change, well, let me tell you, the unexpected of occurrences are going to force you to change for the best of ourselves and the collective. And it's always best for us to expand. It's always best for us to grow, to build. And I can't stress that enough more than everything. Like, I truly want each and every single one of you, every person in this world, to be happy. That includes, when you can get to the point where that includes people that you might not necessarily get along, you've forgiven, or people who have hurt you, you know that you have done the work. You know you're going the right direction of expansion, and you understand that we are all interconnected. So I just feel like this really channeled through for me. I don't even remember what I just said, but I just know that it's important. This is super important. I really want you guys to take that away from today. Question. So we said, are card readings set in stone predictions for your future? It depends. So depending on the card readings, at least for me, I explain each one. So certain cards are on the basis of your energy. So they're kind of like things that are going to happen based on what you're doing right now, but you have time based. That's what the benefit about card readings. They can tell you what's happening based on where you are in your life. So you can shift things that might be, off. So for example, I had a card reading where this woman was in a relationship where she didn't talk to her husband about, having kids, and they're about to have a baby. And that's a very important thing. And I felt, and I saw in her cards before I even had a session with her, I was like, oh, are you expecting? Like, are you having kids? She's like, oh yeah, I'm actually expecting pretty soon. And I told her, you need to sit down. You need to sit down and talk to your partner, your significant other, because this is going to be a changing factor of your relationship. So in that sense, there were certain things that I told her to do in order for her to shift her energy. And that's the beauty of card readings. Like I said, it can really guide you. Now, card readings can also give you ideas and messages that you need to know that are bigger on a bigger scale, such as a soul purpose. So what that means is every single one of us have lessons that we need to learn throughout our life, such as, for example, have you ever had things that happen repetitively? Like you keep getting the same boyfriends, the same situation over and over again. Most likely that might be your soul purpose. That might be your soul lesson for this lifetime. So those cards, depending on the cards that I pull and the deck that I have, I can tell and I can also feel if that's a soul thing that's coming out of this experience that you currently have or that question that you're asking. So that's one of my biggest things I always say is like, we have the true potentiality to shift our future. Even if you get a card reading, and this week I had a few card readings that people were like kind of disheartened because they're like, oh my gosh, it resonates with me, but this is not what I expected. And I said, well, you know what? You have full control to shift this. This is just, letting you know from your guides, from spirit, they're letting us know together that you need to change this or you need to focus on this now, right? So I can't stress enough when we have card readings and stuff, it's an opportunity to shift. It's an opportunity to go deeper. And it's really, really, really important to understand that. So I just want to let you guys know, if you guys want private card readings, I do them. You just have to DM me on Instagram. I only have a few spots for the new moon, but if you would like a general card reading where you could ask me any questions for 30 minutes, I am accepting for bookings for the following week. So that's next week. Okay, no worries, DCCD. Yeah, you can always change things on circumstances, 100%. I didn't even see that, and you mentioned that. That's amazing. So letting go, I actually have a video on detachment. So if anyone's having issues letting go, especially this time, take advantage of the new moon energy. It's still in effect. I have the detachment video. I also have the how to just like not care about your manifestation and let go, because some of you are feeling this sense of obsessive energy. And excuse me, I did that video like a long time ago, and I feel like it helps a lot when you come from that perspective, that space. So yeah, I hope that really, really helps. Shika, you're giving good advice. Thank you. No worries, Faith. I'm so happy. So happy, so happy. Okay, so first few months of quarantine were hard, but now I feel much happier within myself, made positive changes, and learned stuff. I miss my ex, but I feel like my heart that we will get back together. Yeah, so that just means that if you know that for your intuition, this is an opportunity for you to expand your love in your heart for yourself and for your ex. And when you guys do have that opportunity to reconnect, you are in a good space. Can you do the 369 method again if I don't work out? When it doesn't work out the first time? Yes, you can. You can manifest things again if it doesn't happen. Like I said, sometimes it's wrong timing. I've had times where I manifest something and I felt disconnected to it and I revisited it and I ended up manifesting it again the second time, even better, right? So yes, 100%, you can 100% manifest it again if you feel like you haven't been able to. Sorry, I'm just like reading something quickly. Okay, awesome. Did you guys have any other questions? Ooh, let me just check. I just got a package, so I'm just going to check if it's... Oh, it's at the wrong... Okay, awesome. Cool. Okay, great. Guys, give me a second. I need to ask some questions. Give me 1 second. I need to go get something at the door because I'm expecting a package. Give me a sec. Ask questions. Okay, sorry guys. I got a package and they went to the wrong neighbor. So we are back. Okay. Hello. We are back. Yeah, I ordered something and I don't know if this ever happens to someone and they put it in the wrong mailbox. So, and it's something that I don't want getting missing, right? So, feeling good. Feeling good. Okay. Sorry, I ran upstairs. Questions. Hi, I'm manifesting my ex, letting go and trying to live as if I was wondering that I could tell people that I'm back with him. Can I help? So I want to let you guys know that like when you're stating into existence, it doesn't mean like you go tell everyone, oh my gosh, my manifestation, which is another thing. A lot of you guys have been asking, Shika, do I tell people about my manifestation? Tell the people that you trust, right? We have to understand that energetically, sometimes when we are being successful or we're having things in our life, people come from a space of jealousy sometimes, from a body pain. So be mindful of where you're putting your manifestations. I have two people that I share my manifestations a lot with, and I trust them, So just make sure. I do have, for you guys who don't know, go on Facebook. We do have a conscious Souls Manifestation Law of Attraction support group. And for any of you guys who want to connect and have friends with people in the space, or feel like you don't have a soul community that you can connect with and ask questions with, that is a space where we can come as a collective, have updates with things, and also just, connect and ask any questions. And it gives me ideas as well as what you guys want to see. So be part of that. You can look that up on Facebook, and it's super, super helpful. I saw someone manifest money and they ended up with monopoly money. I ended up a spiritual journey at 16 to 15. I also read tarot. That's amazing. I love that. That's like a beautiful way of how you got into it. Like everyone gets into it in a different way. For me, I fell into the spiritual world like young. I was born, I always knew I was different, but I just ignored it because I felt embarrassed, ashamed, if you will. I agree. Sometimes people are cynical and negative about it, and that energy will seep into your own head and messing up with your manifestations. 100%. I've had times, guys, where I've manifested something and my own family or friends didn't want to see me have it, right? And it came from a space of either protection or jealousy. So you need to understand that, like, and I'm saying this with love, like, again, obviously, when we get into the manifestation, we just have to be mindful of who we're talking to about it. Obviously, I'm sipping here with tea and watching random people talk. That's amazing. So it obviously, like, here, we're family, we're chatting, we're talking. This is a respectful pace. And if there's people who aren't respectful, best believe me, I will make sure that they are going to be part of this space. Like there's other places to do that, but not everyone has an opportunity to have a healthy space like this, right? Where they can talk, where they can ask questions, where they can feel like they can just not be judged. And I think it goes without showing that a lot of the times it happens more than often that happens to a lot of us. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know about that. Yes, you can manifest a specific person with the 369 method. I might do a video on that. If you guys would like me to do a video on how to manifest a specific person using the 369 method, comment in the comment section with a rainbow emoji so I know that you're interested, because that would be great. Guys, 30 minutes until our video. I'm so excited. I just got the notification on my phone. 30 minutes until the video on how to manifest things into your life. And 3 manifestation techniques that I do every single day that have changed the manifestation game for me. If you guys want to know, everyone's asking faster and everything, these are technically the things I do every day. So excited to share it with you. And some of those things that people don't talk about on YouTube, and I'm like, I guess I make my own manifestation techniques as well. I want to let you guys know that some of them that I do share are my own, but they just like, they're pretty awesome. Like I love it. I really, really like it. And that's what gets fun. When you start to figure out what works for you vibrationally, then you can start having fun and make your own manifestation techniques and everyone's happy. It's like a thing. It's fantastic. I love it. Okay. So what if you're trying to manifest someone who's really stubborn? Then that goes into the aspect of manifesting someone with your free will. So I actually go over this on how to manifest a specific person on my YouTube channel on a video. So you can go check that out if you guys are wondering, like, how do I manifest someone if they are stubborn or a little bit harder to manifest? I go over that in the video on YouTube. Sometimes I'm doing, here. So I just subscribed. Oh, that's awesome. I'm super happy. Sometimes being on a spiritual journey can feel lonely when people around you are not really into it, into the same page. 100%. Guys, okay, I want to just tell you that if you have lost friends, like good friends that you've been with since kids, because of your spiritual journey, just know that you're going to gain more friendships and relationships. Don't allow yourself to hold into this. And if you're feeling lonely, well, hello, we have a community here, so you don't have to be alone. But yes, it can definitely make you feel lonely. 100%, like 100%. You're going through things. You're starting to change your beliefs. I remember when I was going into more of the media space, I used to drink more. I used to I would go out partying and stuff. But now that I work with energy, it's not that I don't have a glass of wine. I love my wine and stuff. But at the same time, I have restricted that because I understand that is something that affects me energetically. It doesn't allow me to be fully connected to my true self. And I'm under the influence of something that is technically a toxic in my body. So since heightening my vibration, I'm just more sensitive to things, and more sensitive to people, but also sensitive to substances. So I just want to share that with you guys that, as we start to expand, if you feel like people aren't getting you, if you start to outgrow, common habits or habits that you used to have and things like that, that is completely like part of the process of spiritual awakening and advancement of a cellular level from an energetic level into the next quantum leap, which is a whole other thing, right? You're going into this other higher version of yourself and you're expanding, and it's a beautiful journey. And I just want you guys to know that that is all part of advancing, and it's beautiful to go through that. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. That's awesome, DCD. Yeah, definitely waking you guys up with this live. I feel very energetic. I took a shower and everything. I was like, I am ready. I am ready to do a live today. I'm feeling really, really good. I feel so good to do it. I'm so happy you guys love the lives. I'm open to let my friends go. Sometimes I don't vibrate the same as the frequency with them anymore. Yes, and that's normal. That's completely normal. That's all you. That's two things. That's you advancing, but it's also you knowing that what you deserve to have in your life, what you deserve to accept, and what you deserve to have just in general. So I'm super happy. And that's crazy. You guys found me on TikTok. That's awesome. I find a lot of people here have found me on TikTok, which is amazing. Yes, quit drinking is a huge step for me in this time. Don't realize how much it has held me back down. Yeah, so everyone has different perspectives. I'm someone that can do it socially or can do it with intention of just having fun and having dinner. I love wine. I'm like a wine person. Like I know my wines and stuff like that. But at the same time, I understand the effects of it. It is a more natural thing as opposed to certain other things. But I will say, well, natural, if you will. It's not really natural, but I will say that, a lot of people who go through spiritual awakenings get to a point where they shift. I know some friends who've gone through spiritual awakenings, plant medicine, all these other things that have advanced them, and they just don't have the interest of these toxins anymore, right? And that just shows how much we don't need it, because we know that our true self, and we love our true self so much. Why would I put something into my body that's not going to respect and make me feel amazing? Yeah, 100%. It's the best priority for you. That's amazing. You're a vegetarian. I used to be vegan for a year and a half. I honestly, guys, I don't really I prefer not eating meat. I'm not here to tell people what to do. I usually prefer, but when I'm traveling, I'm trying to get to know a culture. I love eating meat and whatnot. And I know with my health and everything, and as a healer, I notice the difference right away when I eat meat and when I don't, just energetically, and how I transfer that energy over, and how easier it is for me to tap. I'm an open vessel when I have, when I don't eat that meat. Yeah, it's such a night and day. Everyone's different, obviously, and there's so many different walks of life. But for me, my body, I do feel a huge shift of my energy when I eat meat. Yeah, I loved being vegan for a couple of years. It was great. And even when I was traveling in Asia for a bit, I went back to it. I just felt really good, and it allowed me to really tune into myself. So yeah, that's awesome. Stina and Brandon are friends now. Let's see, I'm telling you guys, this is great. Like when you find people of your tribe that connect, all of you guys, it just really allows us to build. It allows us to understand and have a deeper understanding with each other. It's great. So yeah, that is it for the live today. I don't know if we have any other questions. If anyone else wants a card pull on YouTube, you can just donate to the super chat, last call, any question that you would like. Excuse me, Diana, good timing. Thanks for donating. Is what manifesting meant to me? So is what I'm manifesting meant for me? Yes, 100%. Let's try to do this one for you. Anyone else wants a card pull, just donate to the super chat with your question. I love doing angel cards because angel and oracle cards can really give you direct messages, I find. And they're more specific. So we have a lot of cards pulled up for you. It just fell out. And yes. So the first one that I have is you need to take a break. I feel like you've been overworking and manifesting this for a very long time, putting a lot of energy into it. It's time to take a step back because you need to figure out, how am I going to take that step into leaping into the manifestation that's meant for me and believing in that manifestation. I feel like there's a little bit of self-doubt that you're going to have that manifestation. And in doing that, you need to take a break to understand that you are truly guided. Another reason why universe and source is asking you to take a break is for you to call your power and protect your energy. I feel like this is a general just like reminder. You need to protect your energy at this time. It's super important for you to do so. So ask yourself, like, how can I cut cords of certain people that are taking my energy that is allowing me to not manifest this thing? Like I'm coming out of an empty cup, essentially. The reason why this is happening is because whatever you're manifesting and asking yourself it's a soul question. You're asking yourself something that is deeper. And the topic of this manifestation is something that you need to do some deep work into. So just kind of just reconnecting and asking your soul self, what is my connection with this, manifestation? And how can I take this leap to accept this manifestation, to open it with open arms and not to feel subconscious or the inability to manifest a specific thing. So I do see there's a combination of soul-bound patterns and just lessons for you to protect your energy. And in doing that, when you do that, you'll be able to take a step back, take that and protect that energy, and then therefore take a step forward and then manifest. But I do see that you're feeling a little bit exhausted. I feel this energy of like tiredness, like when is it coming? When is it coming? You need to take a break so you can refresh that energy and then enter a manifestation with a new light of energy and raise vibration and not exhaustion. So hopefully that aligns with you, Diana. Let me know what calls through. Okay, DCD channel. Let's pull a card for you. No worries. I'm really happy to pull a card. And for you guys who want a private card, you could DM me on Instagram for private card readings. So DCD, the card that pulled out for you is Awakening. I feel like you're going through a cellular, big spiritual awakening. You've been working on yourself for a while. Now you're at the point after this awakening of realizing and changing your beliefs. You need to give yourself some time to integrate. So go take a break, connect with nature, start to journal a lot of your thoughts and downloads of what you're getting. But I do feel like you're integrating this energy because you've been working on yourself and manifesting and spirituality for so long. So I love this card for you. Let me know what resonates for you when I mention that. Juliet, how do you protect your energy? Many ways: crystals, sage, the cutting cords. I do that a lot. Another way to protect your energy is by allowing yourself to actually create crystal grids. I'm actually going to do a video. If you guys want a video on protecting energy, put a star emoji in the comment section. I would love to do like 5 ways on protecting your energy. There's different things that I do in order to make sure, especially someone being an energy healer and reader and, someone who has, abilities to feel people and to know what people are thinking and feeling, you need to be able to protect your energy at all times. So it's very important. Oh, it's amazing. Yes, 100%. So yeah, I will definitely do a video on protecting energy. I think that would be a great one. I will write it down somewhere on a piece of paper. Is there any more other card readings? Let me know, guys. Card readings, anyone else? Protect your energy. Awesome. So yeah, thank you so much, TikTok, for being part of it, guys. You've been so amazing. And thank you, YouTube. You guys are always so awesome. And I look forward to it. Very accurate. I love that. Love that it was. As an empath, protecting your energy is major, but I'm not always sure how. Yes, so I will do a video on this because this is super important, especially when you start to tap into the spiritual world and get into like past life regression and things like that. It is very, 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 very important that you protect your energy as much as you can. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys. I think it's going to help a lot of you out on just understanding what the crucial things that you should be focusing on. So I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so I just feel like it's super, super important for us to consider that, guys. Thank you so much for everyone who has been just amazing and just inspiring. And I also want to say that I'm so grateful for each and every single one of you guys. You guys are amazing. But yeah, I love you guys so, so much. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like and subscribe, as well as put notification bells. I do videos every single day for you amazing, beautiful souls. And we will have our video at 2:30 p.m. I'm so excited. We're doing, guys, the video on how to manifest things into your life and how to manifest using these 3 manifestation techniques that I do every single day. So I'll see you guys in the premiere in 15 minutes. And thank you to all of you guys. I love you guys so, so much. And thank you so much. See you guys soon. Bye.